Hey everyone, it's John Corra here, Director of Marketing for McClinton Mitsubishi. Recently I had to have some service done on my 2018 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, and I thought everyone would enjoy seeing the process and seeing what it's like to get your vehicle serviced here. So I had to have a full synthetic oil change performed. I also needed to get my wheels aligned because, you know, we live in West Virginia and we're like the pothole capital of the world, and I also needed to get my tires rotated. So here's how that process works. This is a little behind the scenes video of what our service techs do on a traditional service appointment here. So if you're getting your Mitsubishi serviced, you'll experience a lot of what I just did. A lot of interesting facts in this video, so take a watch and see what you learn. David, we are getting ready to service my 2018 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, and I'm going to do an oil change. Tell me what the process will be like.
Okay, well, first thing, since you're in for an oil change and tire rotation, is I'm going to open the hood here. I'm going to remove the oil cap. Allows the engine oil to drain just a little bit faster once I get under the car.
Okay.
Since your car has about 45,000 miles on it, I'm going to check your fluids and filters.
All right, so that's my air filter, right?
Yeah, that's your engine air filter. Now for the transmission fluid, I'm going to take the transmission dipstick.
I will say, just as for Mitsubishi owners there, I changed this at 30,000 miles. And the reason why I did that is just because Mitsubishi recommends every 30,000 miles on the transmission. And I had a vehicle in the past that had a transmission issue, so I'm a little hesitant. And especially with it being a CVT, I just want to take a little bit more care of it.
Right. So let's pretend that you didn't change it at 30,000.
Uh-huh.
Tube all the way down in there. I would recover some of the fluid here into this vial.
Uh-huh.
I would take a look at it, look for signs of contamination or discoloration. This fluid obviously looks pretty good because it's been changed fairly recently, but if it wasn't, I would put a cap on this, clean it up, write your name on it, bring it to the advisor to show it to you.
Okay.
And recommend the service. What rotation pattern we use. I'm going to look in this inspection window on the brake caliper, look at the inside brake pad as well as the outside. Those look to be in pretty good shape.
Yay!
Take this measurement tool, starts at 12 millimeters and goes all the way down to 2 millimeters. Now 2 millimeters is the minimum thickness permissible for West Virginia state inspection. Anything below that would necessitate the brake pads being replaced. So I'm going to take my little tool in here and find which one fits the best between the backing plate of the inside pad and the brake rotor. It looks like 6 millimeters. So these front brakes have a decent bit of life.
Good.
Same rear. Rear is 6 millimeters, and we would repeat the same process for the side.
Okay.
Also, I'm going to look shock absorbers, make sure they're not leaking oil, make sure that there's no brake fluid leaks or any obvious signs of damage.
It's dirty, that's all.
Start putting the wheels back on. Rotating the tires. I take a look at the tread, make sure that front to back the tread is wearing evenly and is at an acceptable tread depth. If it was close, if I could easily see the wear indicators, I would measure them before I rotate them, because obviously you don't want to waste your time and the customer's money on the tire rotation if the tires just need to be replaced. Now that I've got them back on, I'm going to tighten them up and set the air pressure.
All right.
Now, for this, to start with, I'm using a torque limiter or a torque stick, just to get it kind of in the ballpark of proper torque. And then once I set the vehicle back down on the torque wrench, like that. And also, one other thing I'm going to check before I take the vehicle up to drain the oil is I'm going to grab a hold of the tire, check to see if there's any looseness or free play in the bearing or in the tie rod ends or the lower ball joint. That side feels okay. And so does this side. So we'll go ahead and raise the vehicle up and start with the oil change. So the next thing I'm going to do once I retrieve my light is look under the vehicle for any leaks, any signs of damage, pothole, what have you.
Very likely with us being in West Virginia.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's quite a few of those around here. Normally, on an all-wheel drive model, Mitsubishi, I would check also the rear differential and the transfer case. Since this one is front-wheel drive only, I don't have to worry about going back there to look for any leaks. Looking, once again, just for any signs of obvious damage, for any loose components. Now, I don't suggest trying this at home, but since I don't have a band wrench small enough or a filter cup, socket, whatever you want to call it for this filter, I'm going to use a pair of channel lock pliers.
All right.
Drain plug. Filter. And this is why I don't recommend using channel lock pliers, because on a very tight oil filter, they won't have enough grip to actually turn the filter. You'll just end up crushing it and making it difficult for yourself.
All right, so unfortunately I had to cut that short. I was pulled away on another project before the service was complete, but that gives you an idea of what like David does during a routine service appointment. We got to see how the oil was changed, got to see the tires rotation, we got to see all of the fun stuff when it comes to checking like my brakes and my shocks and all that fun stuff. I also want to give a shout out to John Alkire, who did my alignment. We didn't film that, but my car was very, very much out of alignment. So that will help my tires from wearing. It'll also make my vehicle drive better. So thank you, John. Thank you, David. Thank you to Mickey and everyone in our service department, Greg and Kevin also for their help. And if you have any questions about service, don't hesitate to comment below. I was surprised by how affordable everything is. Taking it to the dealership, we've always been told, if you go to the dealership, it's going to be outrageous. Not true. This is cheaper than taking it somewhere like Walmart for routine service. Our oil change is more affordable. Our wheel alignment is more affordable too. So If you're ready to make your appointment, go online, McClintonMitsubishi.com. Under our service tab, you can schedule an appointment. You can also see all of our specials. And it's really a great way to keep your vehicle running for a long time. All right. Have a great day, and we look forward to talking to you next time.